He's here with us tonight on Bananas. Will you please welcome Rik Roberts?
Let's keep it going for Thor Ramsey there. Another round of applause for Thor. Doing a great job for everybody tonight. Very cool. How's everybody doing? Good? Good. I'm in a great mood. I know we have some people celebrating birthdays and anniversaries, and I'm celebrating my 30th birthday tonight. How about that? Yes, thank you very much. I'm pretty excited. It was 4 years ago, and that was a good one, so I just keep on keeping on. You know? It's good to be here, man. It's great to be here. I drive a hybrid car, so it's good to get anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else got a hybrid, half junk, half duct tape? Anybody else? Half paid off, you know the one I'm talking about? But it gets me where I'm going. The last couple of weeks, I've been everywhere up in the upper Midwest. Was in the Dakotas, and boy, it is still wintertime up there. Have you guys ever been up to North or South Dakota? Anybody? A couple people. It's freezing up there. I saw a flagpole licking a kid. That was ridiculous. I didn't know who to put the hose on there, you know? Freezing. It's one of those deals where I live in Tennessee. We get ice once in a while, but not a lot of snow. So I'm out there scraping my car off one morning. I hadn't done it in forever. 5, 10, 20 minutes goes by, get done. Wasn't even my car underneath that snow. I don't even own a dump truck. How stupid am I? I've got to get smarter quicker. They wanted to take me ice fishing up there. Anybody ever go ice fishing? Yeah, is that fun? I get cold looking in the freezer for a Miss Paul fish stick. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hopping on a frozen pond, I tell you that right now. It is awfully, awfully good to be here. Been traveling all over. I'm originally from Lexington, Kentucky. That's where I grew up. And I went to school in West Virginia. Then I broke a tooth and bought a truck and had to move all the way down to Tennessee. So there you go. Tennessee will get a lot of tornadoes. That's what I'm afraid of, not snow and ice. Tornadoes are scary. You've been in one, have you, ma'am? Yeah, it sounds just like a train. It's right on top of your head, don't it? Yeah, I was scared to death. Sitting at a Cracker Barrel restaurant during a tornado. Yeah, nice place to eat, but could you pick a more unsafe place to be? You ever take a long look at the walls in a Cracker Barrel? They got hose, pitchforks, antlers. Doggone it. Well, It's kind of like a hillbilly matrix. Like, got pot pies are smacking me in the face. I was slipping on golf tees for a half hour trying to get out. That is good eating, though. I love a Cracker Barrel. Yeah, I love hanging out. My family, we eat there all the time. I love my family, you know. I got some nieces and nephews now. Makes me the weird uncle in the family, you know. Boy, you got a God bless the good uncle in the family, right? My uncle, it's Chuck. He's 89. 50% Irish, 50% Italian. Yeah, getting that picture, ladies? Very pale and pasty white and very hairy at the same time. Looks like a marshmallow's being kicked around on the barbershop floor. Yeah, that'll linger for you. He's not the guy you want to take to the beach in Speedos, we found out. It's funny here, he scared shrimp away, and they've got tiny eyeballs. Every family's got a few of those people in them, kind of tore up from the floor up people, you know? Beat up from the feet up, whatever y'all say around here. I like messed up from the chest up myself. He's really a wreck up from the neck up when you get down to it. He's funny, man. He's 89 years old, got a glass eye, a toupee, and false teeth. All three. That's not an uncle. That's Mr. Potato Head going on. Once again, it's funny here. You're riding shotgun, things are just flying out of his face, you know. He does not like a speed bump. You're in the passenger seat just playing catch all afternoon. We had to sell the convertible last year. We were tired of pulling over. People need to mow their weeds. That's what I learned last year. He's crazy. But you gotta love him, you know. You gotta love him. He's had the same glass eye for 33 years. And yeah, getting kind of mossy on the north side. You know? He couldn't tell because he had no depth perception, you know. So we got him a new one for his birthday. Got him a magic 8-ball glass eye. That was a lot of fun for the grandkids there. Sometimes he's shaking his head no, but he's saying, try again. Ask again later. All right. He's fun. Yeah. You got to have some freaks in your family, though, don't you? Yeah. If you don't have any, it's probably you. Tell you that. Go home and take a look around the photo album for a little while. The way I look at it, the more weirdos you got, the less pressure you have on you messing things up. You know, like every holiday, my uncle he's destined to mess something up. Thanksgiving, we asked him if he could bring turkey. For once in your life, bring turkey. He brought turkey jerky. Yeah. Nothing says I'm thankful like snapping into a Slim Jim. The worst holiday, unfortunately, is Christmas, because he's a bad gift giver, just when you get right down to it. I mean, I know it's the thought that counts, but woo, think a little longer next year, won't you, buddy? You ever get something so bad you can't rewrap it and give it away to somebody else at work? This is what he got the whole family off a shopping network on TV last year. Microwave slippers. Slippers you heat up on medium before you throw on your feet. That's great for you. Too bad for the next guy to use that microwave oven. There's some nasty nachos going on there. Yeah, buddy. I love our holidays. We just eat till our chest hurts. Y'all like that on the holidays? Yeah, everyone in our family's got high cholesterol. I take a pill for it now. I just wrap it up in a piece of bacon, swallow it whole every morning. Put some gravy on it. That's breakfast for me. I ain't counting carbs, I tell you that. It's amazing to me how many people are on the Atkins diet. Anybody on the Atkins diet out there? That takes away all the good food, doesn't it? You can have cookies or cake or Krispy Kreme donuts. I ain't getting on that deal. I'd rather play Duck, Duck, Goose with Captain Hook. Tell you that. They got all kinds of pills and diets, and I just try to exercise. Not just exercise, though, for the sake of exercise, 'cause that makes you tired. You ever go out and exercise? I'd rather take a nap and wake up fresh, you know? I need an activity to distract me, right? So a friend of mine said you ought to go golfing. Thinking golfing, that is easy. I tell you, just walking around all day. Well, you play 18 holes and swimming after that ball all day. Where are you out there? Yeah, I don't care for golfing too much. I'm afraid to do anything scarier than that, you know? My best friend goes bungee jumping. Applaud if you've ever tried bungee jumping. Any brave people out there? Nobody ever gone? Have you gone? Would you like to go? I'm afraid of it. My best friend goes to a super Kmart parking lot in Nashville. Yeah. I ask him why he goes. He goes, you get an adrenaline rush. Says there's no feeling in the world like rushing towards the ground, then whoa, away, then whoa, right back down. I think you just do push-ups, same thing, ain't it? Hey, there goes a ramen noodle. How'd that get out of there? You ever notice when you cough something up, there's always a ramen noodle hanging on for dear life? That's true, isn't it? It could be 10 years since you ate one. You know what flavor it is when it pops out of there. You're like, beef, that was sophomore year. That was a good brick of noodles. Must have been top ramen. Yeah, I don't know if I bungee jump. They got so many different ways. I saw on TV where they can adjust the cord on a bridge so your head can go into the river below. You ever see that? What if there's a bunch of fish swimming by? Like, whoa, give me that. Urban sprawl, I don't know. Yeah, I thought it'd be relaxing, but man, I don't know if I'd ever. I've been hit by a rubber band before. That's what I'm trying to say, you know? That stings. You ever been goofing off at work? You get the paper clip on the rubber band and almost poke your eyeball out with it? That's not covered by workman's comp in the state of Tennessee. Can't blame a guy for doing paperwork on it. Yeah, I don't know. My friends like to go to like crazy like theme parks, water parks. You guys got a water park around here? What's the name of it? Wyandotte Lake. Big old lake, or is it a pond, or just a lake? Just people hop right on in there. They got any rides around it or anything? Yeah, those scare me. I tried that last summer. You think it's going to be fun, right? It's a summer day, but it's 100 degrees. You got that humidity kicking in on you. Climb that big old ladder, you slide down, and 45 minutes later, you're still picking that wedgie out of your swimsuit, aren't you? Got some part-timer with a stick that wants to poke it out for an extra $1. Then you got to buy the picture on the way out so nobody sees it. That's a good scam they got going. Yeah, I tell you what, man, I like to do a lot of fun. Actually, I went up to Cedar Point. You guys have been to Cedar Point, right? That amusement park adds something new every year to make you come back. Well, last year they added something I didn't really care for. They got somebody out there with a scale and a megaphone to interrupt your afternoon. You ever seen that person? Real rude person. Like, come over here, I'll guess your age and your weight. For $5, I'll tell everybody how old you are and how fat you are. I'll give you $5 to give you my cholesterol level and save me a copay. How about that? I mean, that's ridiculous. What's next? Somebody announcing all your poor decisions in life to the general public? Sort of look at you over here, about 100 pounds overweight. You got white, flabby thighs. You're wearing tight running shorts, and you can't hold down a job. How you doing, Mr. Clinton? What are you doing up here in Sandusky? Yeah, not a big fan of old Bill. I do miss him a little bit lately because, man, remember when he got in trouble, gas got down to 99 cents a gallon, didn't it? When the president's a flop, the old gas price drops. Yeah, I'm okay with our current president. He's got a lot of stuff on his plate to take care of, a lot of chicken left on that bone, I'll tell you what. But what I respect about him, and I'm no idiot, I know it was a photo op, but last Thanksgiving he went over to Baghdad and had dinner with the troops. Wasn't that pretty slick? I thought that was good. I turned on TV, had no idea. They interviewed him and say, hey, President, what do you think about Turkey? He goes, well, I think while we're here, we'll just invade them next. What do you think? You know? So I have no problem with our country. I love our country. We got some stupid criminals living in this place, don't we? I read about a guy ran a tanning salon, got busted peeking in on the ladies while they're tanning. Yeah, took him to court. He pleads not guilty the whole time. 2 big tan circles around his eyeballs. Looking like Petey from the Little Rascals or something. He doesn't need a lawyer. He needs some Ray-Bans. Stupid. I read about a guy robbed a kindergarten. After everybody's gone, robbed a kindergarten. And police are on the lookout for a guy wearing a construction necklace and a Kool-Aid mustache. So check out that thing. Yeah, I don't know. I think the stupidest guy I read about, he robbed a dollar store where everything's like 99 cents and a dollar. I mean, if you're going to rob something, have some goals. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do in life. Here's what he robbed. A pair of flip-flops from a dollar store. And they caught him a half block away. He forgot to cut the little plastic tab off. He couldn't get anywhere. Oh, man. You guys are good. My wife worries about me when I travel. She bought me pepper spray. Yeah, so I can season people if they attack me now. Who's going to be scared of a seasoning? Save some money, get a big thing of Mrs. Dash. Take that, you hoodlum. I know it stings. It's Cajun. Lay down, Emerald. I'm going to take this up a notch. Bam, bam. I got a spice rack and a gun rack in my pickup truck right now. You never know who's coming to dinner. Yeah, we kind of worry about my parents. They actually just bought a home security system, right? I asked my mom why she did that. She goes, well, now all the really cool stuff in the house is going to be safe. Cool stuff. No disrespect, but have you ever checked out your parents' house? There's nothing cool unless you left it behind and forgot all about it, right? There's stuff I won't take, and I've got a set of keys. Once again, not to be disrespectful, but they haven't bought anything in 20 or 30 years. They had everything they needed when they got married. 2 of it sometimes, you know? It's like a big 70s museum inside my parents' house. Picture your parents' house for a second. A couple burglars will knock down the door, trip over a beanbag chair, and get all tangled up in the shag carpet for about a half hour. Might actually hit the wall, knock down that big orange picture made out of yarn and nails. My dad would be chucking pet rocks. Stay down, stay down. No matter who came in, they could not take my parents' stereo. They had to bring 8 other guys in a pickup truck to get a hold of it. Y'all know the one I'm talking about? Maybe it's your dad's house, maybe it's your grandma's, but it's that big 8-foot-long hi-fi. Looks like wood made out of plastic, and it's heavier than concrete. How'd they do it? Got what, green, red, or gold velour speakers 3 feet apart. When you've got to vacuum your speakers, it is time to head over to Best Buy and upgrade. The cool thing, though, is somebody breaks in your house, you can just hide in that middle compartment and wait for them to go away. Pop out and throw Kenny Rogers 8 tracks at him. Take it. You gamblers, stay out of here. Stay. Yeah, that stereo will be mine one day. I know that right now. They do not care for that joke. Yeah, I don't know what it is with my family. They're generous to a fault sometimes, you know? Like if something breaks at my parents' house, they'll just make it a gift for me in my house, you know? I'm not a Mr. Fix-It. They gave me their old computer, a Commodore 64. Yeah, Windows 57, that's old. My screensaver's duct tape, I'm telling you what. I can't even catch a virus. It gets sniffles and shuts right on down. It's got an asbestos firewall. I mean, it's bad. It's so bad. I'm cheap, but I had to go out and buy my own computer, right? I travel, so I wanted to get a laptop, and it came with America Online. Anybody on America Online? It's pretty good if you're lazy, right? Because the guy is in your computer just telling you when anything's going on, when mail's coming in and everything. I could be sound asleep. He's on the job. He's like, welcome, you've got mail, bye. Like, that is so cool, but what if I travel outside the country? Does he know different languages wherever you log on, you know? Yeah, you're down in Spain or something. Hola, tu tienes Carrero, adios. Get down to Arkansas. Howdy, y'all, woo! There's some words in here. See it, bingo. They love bingo down there. It helps with the numbers, you know. I live in Tennessee. Paul, if you've ever been down to Arkansas, I don't mean to really pick on them, but have you been down there? It's laid back, isn't it? I mean, you turn on news talk radio, it's just a guy whistling because there ain't squat going on in Arkansas. I'd never been down there. I was working at a comedy club in Little Rock. Called ahead. Said, sir, how long is it going to take me to get down there from Nashville? Real nice guy goes, well, I've never driven it, but you know what? There might be a time difference. Yeah, about 15 years altogether. They're still wearing Who Shot JR tank tops down there. I didn't tell them who did it. They get cable next year. Yeah. Arkansas is pretty. If you like fishing and hunting, boy, it's good down there. They have a law. Have you heard about this? The Roadkill Law? In that state, if you hit something with your vehicle, you're encouraged to get out, pick it up, take it home, and nibble on it all you want. Hey, last time I was there, I just plowed headlong into a deer at a petting zoo. Yeah, there you go. Who's hungry for dinner? Made some turkey jerky out of that, gave it to my uncle. Yeah, I don't mind hunting. They take it to a new level down in the South, where I live in Tennessee especially. Everybody hunts. I feel out of place sometimes. I got stuck behind a Geo Metro. Right? 2 hunters in full camouflage in the front seat of a Metro. I wasn't sure if that's because they're out hunting or they just didn't want to be seen driving around in a Geo Metro. No shame in it, but I pull up alongside. They had killed a deer. I just didn't see it because they had crammed it in the hatchback seat of that automobile. Poor deer didn't even fit. They had to roll down the right window and stick his head out like, That deer is a loser twice. That's embarrassing. Yeah, hunting's cool. Have you ever watched hunting shows on TV not knowing you're watching a hunting show? By that I mean sometimes you're flipping through and you just catch part of a show and they're so nice at the beginning of it and then it gets violent at the end. Like you've been watching like, man, look at that. That's a beautiful swan. She must be 3 years old. Oh, we got it. Go get her, Flash. Go get her. Come on, bring her back. We're making swan jerky this year. Come on, get her. I'm afraid to watch TV now. You ever feel left out when you watch TV? Yeah, that's why I'm glad they're doing this show. Good, clean, quality family comedy, right? You turn it on, there's stuff, I don't even get it. All these reality shows. I watched one called Celebrity Mole. Everybody see that? I watched 3 weeks, never once saw Cindy Crawford in that thing at all, you know? Looking for Aaron Neville or John Boy Walton or somebody to pop up there. How many celebrities got a mole, you know? That's all I can think of unless Howdy Doody comes back. Yeah, and the news, boy, the news is always, international news freaks me out. I read about SARS over in China. I read where that could stay on a toilet seat for 24 hours. I know, well, so can I if I got the Sunday paper. You know. I'm on a high fiber diet, you know. Eat more bran, it's your duty. Yeah, I like doing a lot of fun stuff, man. Like traveling around a lot. It was funny, he mentioned turning off your cell phones earlier, and everybody in here has one now, don't they? I was at the airport washing up after a flight, and a guy sitting in the toilet stall talking on a cell phone. Does that mean you're really comfortable with somebody or you just don't care? But he didn't want to let on that he was in there. He's telling the guy on the cell phone, yeah, I've been at the airport and I picked up in a limo and I'm headed over right now. Lying. I just walked around and started flushing all the urinals all around. He did not miss a beat. When I got done, he's like, yep, it's a big limo. Men's, women, and women's room in the back there. Can't win for Lenny. The same thing at the movies, right? Everybody's talking on a cell phone. I was in there a couple weeks ago. Everybody's just hollering, turn off the cell phone, shut up, quit talking. I'm like, hey, I got stuff to do. It's just a premiere, you know? Leave me alone. Well, there's a new joke, and the Comedy Bloodhound smoked it out right there. Good to be there with y'all tonight. That was brand new, and y'all could tell, couldn't you? I sure could. Y'all didn't laugh at that. Yeah, I like movies, man. And I'm not jealous, but I think kids today have some pretty slick movies to watch, don't they? All the special effects. Remember when Wizard of Oz went from black and white to color, and that was the biggest thing in the world? They got all the superhero movies now and all the cool stuff they're doing. We didn't really have much. We had, what, Superman and Batman growing up. That was it. And nothing special. Sometimes you can see the wire swinging on by when he's in the air. I'm telling you what, man. I always liked superheroes, but I could not relate. They were always in the city, always fighting crime in the city, hanging off of big buildings and swinging through the subways and fighting crime. And they should have a couple out in the country sometime, too. Wouldn't that be good? Hickman, wouldn't that be a good superhero? Be out there knocking cow tippers out of the way and saving the cattle. It'd be cool, you know, faster than a foreclosure. It's Hickman. Woo! Able to leap a double wide in a single bound. Hickman! Wouldn't on to have a cape back there. He had a big old ripped up Leonard Skinner t-shirt. Instead of red boots, he's got some big old cowboy Tony Lamas on. Wouldn't have a Batmobile. No, El Camino. Wouldn't be afraid of kryptonite either. Soap, on the other hand, yeah. Soap and 40 more acres to plow. I'll scare him to death. Yeah, so this is a good group. You guys having pretty fun show tonight? Doing pretty good? Yeah, it's fun. Y'all feel like family. I like it. It's fun to hang out, man. I miss my wife a lot. She travels, I travel. We don't see each other a lot. And I just got a call from her earlier, and she adopted 3 dogs from the Humane Society to keep her company. Isn't that a nice thing to do? I was like, well, I'm allergic to dogs. You know that. Well, they're here more than you are. I said, well, how's it working out? 3 dogs, that's a lot. She goes, well, I picked the wrong 3 dogs. They just kind of moan and whine, beg for attention. I'm like, well, what'd you end up calling them? She goes, well, I think I'm going to call them the Dixie Chicks. There you go. That one's for Earl right there. Yeah, I like country music. We got country music fans out there tonight? Anybody? Just 4? Nobody cares for it? I like all music. All music's got some good guys in there. My favorite guy is Alan Jackson. You ever listen to him? He's great. Gets to make up his own words in his songs, doesn't he? He's got one, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee. It gets hotter than. How hot is that? That's what I want to know. If that was a real word, the Weather Channel would be jumping all over that, wouldn't they? You turn it on, there's Flip Spiceland. Well, you think it was hot today in Miami. Tomorrow it's hotter than a daggone hoochie coochie. All right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's take a look at the hoochie coochie heat index over here. We're going to do-si-do to double Doppler. Woohoo! You never open up a cookbook that says preheat your oven to hoochie coochie hot, do you? You burn your slippers, I tell you that right now. Yeah, I like a lot. My wife likes Billy Ray Cyrus. Yeah, he's a pretty good actor, actually, isn't he? Yeah. My dad makes fun of him all the time. He's like, he had a CD called It Won't Be the Last. And I guess it was. Yeah. It's amazing how young singers are getting on TV today, too, with all this American Idol and all the... They just want little bitty kids, little bitty. There's a guy, Billy Gilman, in country music. Have you heard of him? What's he, 14, 15 years old, has 3 CDs? I like this first one, Songs from the Fetus with Backup from Cletus. That's pretty good. It's like, what chord is that? Umbilical. All right. Got you covered. Yeah, I grew up on rock and roll music, too. We're the adults. You got some parents who remember the old 80s and 90s rock and roll? Anybody? Yeah. One of the first bands I ever bought a record of was Kiss when I was in 4th grade. And they were on tour last year. Weren't they? I tell you what, they need the makeup this time around, don't they? Whole concert sponsored by Mary Kay just to help them out. I'm starting to feel a little older because I used to like what I thought was new rock and roll, and now I get a little older. It seems like a lot of the guys in those alternative rock bands, they just kind of don't like anything anymore, do they? Why can't they be more positive? They're always like, man, life is horrible. I can't get a job. Nobody likes me. I'm disenchanted. I'm like, take that earring out of your eyeball there for a second, young man. You might get the job at the front desk. Yeah, I don't understand half the things I see on TV or MTV or even commercials. I saw a commercial for well, I won't say the name, but it's a really big distributor of stuff to everybody. It rhymes with Malwart. You ever been to one of those buildings? They have a program where third graders can be pen pals with their truck drivers. Does that sound like a good idea to anybody? I'm sure truckers don't need extra paperwork these days. But if they're going to write, you ought to publish them on the internet so everybody can check out what they're writing to each other. You know, just to make sure it's legit, you know. Dear trucker, last week our class all went to a petting zoo, had some Kool-Aid, and took a nap. What'd you do? Dear third grade class, last week I ran some cars off the road, picked up some hitchhikers, and falsified some documents. Hank, Hank. Dear trucker, you misspelled falsified. I don't know. There's crazy stores out there. There's a shoe store. Who did this? A shoe store called the Athlete's Foot. Who is gonna? Why are you gonna buy a pair of sneakers in a place named after a foot fungus? That's what I want to know. I don't get it. So all kinds. I like barbecue places. Anybody like to eat the old barbecue? Nothing better. South, they do it upright. But every barbecue place advertises in a manner that should make us not want to go in there. It's always a picture of a pig in an apron with a chef's hat on, cooking another pig on the grill. That's such a bad idea, nobody stole it. You know what I'm saying? You never drive by a steakhouse, there's a cow hopping out of a meat grinder. Never go by a Chinese buffet, there's kittens leaping out of the microwave oven, you know. Hey, for $4.50 all you can eat, there's a cat in there somewhere, you know what I'm saying? I don't even care if it's the general's cat or whose cat it is, but it tastes good. Some people don't like that joke because they love cats. It was an imaginary cat. Yeah, I don't dislike cats. I'm allergic to all animals pretty much. And my neighbor had to go out of town when I was home once, and I had to babysit a cat. And it wasn't too bad. A lot of things they say about cats aren't true at all. Like they always land on their feet. Yeah. That ceiling fan really throws them off for about a half an hour. They look cute in the parachute though when they land in the kitchen. Yeah, my neighbor, I got a tacky neighbor. Anybody got tacky neighbors? Like they don't really know that they're tacky. And that's the thing that drives you crazy. Like last week I caught my neighbor trying to steal my pink flamingos out of my front yard. That's tacky. I mean, some people just don't know they're tacky. That's weird. He would have got away, but he tripped over my Christmas lights, you know, and that'll learn him right there, you know. Yeah, my family, my uncle Chuck, he's not tacky, but he's weird, kind of like. He collects stuff that you should only have one of, you know what I mean? But he wants a whole bunch. Big mouth Billy Basses. Anybody have more than one of those? Don't you pretty much wait for that battery to die quick enough? Like, come on. He got every one of them. Now, it's fine if you got a cabin at the lake, you want to put one on the wall or out in the garage next to the clock or something like that. But on his entranceway, I think he's got 17 or 18 now. You slam a door and it's like, take me to the river. Dunk me in the water. Like, whoa, hey. It's like some kind of hillbilly aquarium right up front there. Like, whoa. It's true, man. He's funny. He's a good guy. So that's cool. We got a lot of kids in the audience tonight. And by kids, I don't mean anything wrong with that. We got some young folks out there. We got some young folks. Where you guys at? Sorry, I don't want to break it to you, but it's been a little while. You might still have nap time, but... No, you're a good sport. What's your name, sir? Brian. And how old are you really, Brian? You don't even look 51. You're doing pretty good. You got Botox going on in there or something? Got a little Bondo. You work him over, put a little... Got your old Mary Kay kit there in the car with you to freshen up with the lights. Do you all have children? You don't look like you've had enough stress in your life to have children. One. How old is your child now, Gramps? 21. Wow. That's pretty old. That's cool. My nephew, this is how different things are since we grew up and, you know, back in your day and everything like that. Well, you can remember this. When I grew up, we had film strips. Remember film strips? Yeah, kids now, my nephew wants to raise $3,000 for his science class to get a plasma TV to watch science programs on. We had a film strip. You had to start the cassette tape and the film at the exact same time. It projected onto a dirty chalkboard that hadn't been washed in 2 or 3 weeks. And now, and I know as parents, and you're driving in the big minivans and what, you like to have that DVD player in the headrest, right? So your kids can watch a movie. They watch something, you drive, and everybody's happy. But that's spoiled right there. We didn't have that. You know, if you wanted to watch a high-definition, color-moving picture, you had to stare out the daggone window, didn't you? Yeah. And they got MP3 players. They can listen on their headsets. And what do we have? 8-track tape. Go clunk right in the middle of the best part of the song, you know? I'm telling you what, man. Yeah, but I admire parents because I'm not one yet, and I don't know if I will be because that whole diaper changing thing, I had to do that one time, and I can't even look at pudding on a buffet anymore, you know? I don't mean to be a bad dad, but my kid's going to stand out in the garage next to the power washer and just brace himself. Rotate. Yeah, my wife, we were talking about it earlier. She called me up on the phone. Boy, I'm not good on the phone. Anybody else like that? Like, I don't mind for like 5 minutes, get your point across, but boy, an hour goes by, 2 hours go, clocks are moving backwards, and seasons are changing outside. And you get a click for call waiting, it's her on the other line. How do they do it? You are burning up my cell phone minutes, woman. Call after 8, would you? Yeah, but I think marriage, and maybe it's different for me than you, everybody has their own experience, but I think as a married man, it's got to be the most relaxing thing I've ever come across in my entire life. And you guys are shaking your head, but think back when you were single. You have to wake up every morning, make plans for yourself, figure out where you were going to go and who you were going to see and how you going to spend your money. And I ain't had to make that decision in 18 months. I wake up every morning, there's a big old list stapled to my forehead for me. Like, oh, well, see you on Thursday, apparently. All right. Can you call me every 3 minutes and ask me where I'm at? I knew you would. I knew you would. What was I thinking? You're my little GPS. The global pestering system. No, she is. I really am lucky there, boy. I love being married, but boy, getting married, that is a stressful ordeal right there. Anybody engaged out there tonight by chance? Anybody? Y'all smart people here, aren't you? Like, nope. How many people got married, let's say, in the past 5 or 10 years? Anybody? A couple people over here? That's a nice couple. When did you guys get married? 4.5 years ago? Things going pretty good? Very good. And when he proposed to you, did he give you a nice engagement ring? Yeah. Did he get you the right size engagement ring? And sir, let me ask you, how'd you know what size she was? I had to ask her. You asked her before you proposed to her? Really? Did she go ring shopping with you and everything? No, don't take a lady ring shopping. That's like taking an albino man to a tanning session, you know. You think you're helping him out, but you can't pay for the damages later on. They send you a coupon book. That was a big purchase. So he got you the exact right ring size. But see, I didn't want to ask her because I didn't want to let her know I was going to propose. It was a big surprise. I asked my married friends how they did it. One guy said, well, you tie her little string around her finger while she's sleeping, right? Well, I put a double knot in there. She woke up with it the next morning going, boy, I'm supposed to remember something today apparently, but I don't know what it is. I said, could you slip that off before you go to work? Then another friend of mine said, get her to trace her hand on a piece of paper and make a turkey around Thanksgiving time and take that down to the jewelry store to size it up. And, boy, that does not work at all. Let me tell you what. They look at you like you're a freak in there. Does she play basketball? Those are big hands there. She ought to be a bowler. So I was at the jewelry store. I said, well, I don't want to ruin this surprise. She wants to wear the ring, I'm sure, the next day to show her friends. How does a guy do this right? He goes, you're making it so much harder than it needs to be. What you do, you grab one of her rings off the dresser, bring it down here to me. I got a big old piece of rebar. I'll slide it right on down there, tell you exactly what size ring she needs. And you know what I grabbed by mistake? A toe ring off her dresser. Y'all sound mad. She was had to wear one shoe at the wedding, just hobbling down the old aisle there. You take this, man? I reckon so. Hurry up. Come on. My arches are killing me. But it was Tennessee, so nobody even noticed the one barefoot. You know, it's got kind of 50-50 on that. But if, I guess recently you got married, it's expensive for the reception, isn't it? Or did her dad pay for it like the old days? Or did you guys elope or what? Really, where'd you guys get married at?
Catalina Island.
Catalina Island? You want to make sure she said yes or needed a ride home, didn't she? Hope you're a good swimmer. That's pretty cool. So that was just like a vacation kind of, and you popped the question and got married there too, or went back to the island and got married? Ate a salad down there and put some Catalina Island on it there. And pretty good. Yeah, we were looked at prices for receptions, and if you've ever priced that they can run you crazy on that. Blow a hole in your wallet. We had 110, 15 people. One guy quoted us $10,000 to cover over just barely. We said, heck with that. We told all our friends to meet us up at the rest area, 10 miles south of the church, you know. You're laughing. Everything's bolted down, so your relatives can't haul it off in the pickup truck. Had a change machine for the dollar dance. That's a good deal there. Yeah. Had it catered by vending. That is a good deal, too. This guy named Lance had every kind of cracker in the world. Sour cream crackers. Who would have thought about it? Yeah, and you know you're getting in over your head when your wife has 9 bridesmaids like mine did. 9, yeah. I only had 3 friends. That was a long day for them, too. Look. Keep on rolling, fellas. I know you're tired, but there's a girl with a pillow at the very end. Just ask her for it. Yeah. So, like I say, we both travel a lot, and that's probably the hardest part. And I tell you what, I've been driving for about 10 years doing comedy now, and you ever have to drive across Indiana? Anybody ever make that drive in an afternoon? Yeah. Bless your heart for not shooting yourself in the face after that, huh? Nice people, but that is a flat, cracked slab of asphalt going on right there. It's so flat, the highway patrol drives Mustangs, Trans Ams, and Camaros so they can sneak up on you. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that. I'm in the right lane. Guy goes flying by me in a Trans Am. I'm like, woo, I ought to get right behind him for a little while. I'm thinking he's got a radar detector in there somewhere. He had the radar and I didn't detect it. Yeah. So I'm trying to keep up with the guy, right? And I'm saying trying in a very liberal sense because I have a 3-cylinder Isuzu pickup truck. Big old camper top on the back, you know? I'm trying to draft off of them like those race car drivers do to pick up speed. It works. I'm right behind him in the pocket and it's real quiet. And he started speeding up and slowing down and switching lanes. I'm like, whoa, that guy is obviously drunk or something. I better pull him over right now. Crazy. So I'm trying to pull him over. You ever thought about pulling somebody over before? No. Usually you got a little guy in the back of your head tells you not to do those stupid things. My little guy was taking a nap that afternoon. So I'm trying to pull him over in my truck. I don't even know how. I'm like flipping the high beams at him for a little while. Roll down the window. I'm like, boo! Woo, woo, woo. I must have swallowed 13 skeeters before he pulled over on the gravel. Indiana has some big old skeeters, don't they? They could have stood on their tippy toes and kissed a chicken. You know what I'm saying? That's a visual for you to get over. Well, you know the ones that hit your windshield, pop wide open, looks like they've been eating mashed potatoes and gravy all day, and circus peanuts and Twizzlers or something. I mean, ramen noodles, you know. But the guy, he pulls over. I have pulled a man over. And I've never thought about doing that before, but I did, and I hop out of my truck, and I slam my door, and walk up to his window, just start pounding on the window. Yeah. Meanwhile, he's been loading his revolver on the other side. Then he cracks the window. I see he's an officer. I have zero game plan all of a sudden. But I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe if I arrest him before he arrests me, he'll see I was trying to do the right thing. But I'm no officer of the law, never took training. All I know is from watching Mayberry all my life growing up. Little citizen's arrest, I just walk up to him, hey! Would you mind rolling down the window? Roll it down. You want to step out of the car there, Spanky? Huh? Come on. Well, you're a big fella, too, aren't you? Look at you. You know why I pulled you over? Little guy, my head's on vacation. I'm an idiot. Woo! Thank you. Thank you very much. That's a lot funnier now than it was then. I'm in that police car, lickety-split. He's, you know, I'm in the back seat. He is grilling me right and left, asking me all these questions. I'm getting hiccups when I'm nervous like that, and skeeters popping right on out all over. Couldn't armor all that thing down, I tell you what. He's like, young man, where have you been? You got Tennessee license plates. I clocked you doing 89 miles an hour. I'm like, well, that's pretty good in a 3-cylinder Isuzu pickup truck. That's the best I ever did. He wrote it down on a piece of paper. I'm thinking that's going to help me with my trade-in value right there, huh? Yeah. So be careful in Indiana. Now, I'm going to play a few songs for you on the guitar. Might take me just a second to get started here, but how about a big round of applause for your wait staff and everybody taking care of you? And take a little more monitor on this part. Very good. Did a little sound check earlier, but let me know if y'all can hear this out there. I want to strum it a couple times to get rolling. Is that coming out on your end too? Very good. I don't hear very good. I tell you, boy. I cleaned my ear out this afternoon, too, ready for the show. And, boy, you ever wait too long between ear cleanings? Pull out that Q-tip, looks like a big old caramel apple. You ever? I'm trying to figure out what I do with it now. I'm thinking about saving it for trick-or-treaters. Yeah, there you go, Spider-Man. Thanks for waking me up. All right, well, it's summertime almost here in town, isn't it? We had a glimpse of it, got a little colder. You guys ready for the summer this year? What do you say, yeah? There's only one thing that ruins the summer for me now, and it's skaters. They got that disease, you know what I'm talking about? And they need to educate the public to that, let them know what's going on. So here's a little informative song for you all about the West Nile virus. Lock the doors, caulk the floors, block your pores. It's West Nile virus. You better buy citronella by the liter, 'cause tonight we're on alert against the skaters. They're biting everything from Buffalo to Alabama, so you better spray some off on your pajamas. Lock the doors, caulk the floors, block your pores. It's West Nile virus. Last night they came a-spraying through my neighborhood, but I ain't sure that spraying's doing any good. 'Cause this morning I woke up with a cough and a wheeze. I'd rather beat a skeeter than a respiratory disease. And it's a-coming down the street. Better protect yourself with DEET. Stand away from standing water, that's where they hatch. And to add to the confusion, it's transmitted through a transfusion. I guess old Keith Richards has finally met his match. Lock the doors, caulk the floors, block your pores. It's West Nile virus. There you go, a little educational song. Thank you very much. Well, I don't think I want to go too much further without asking all the guys out there, how many guys tonight are sitting next to a beautiful woman? Give her a big hand and make some noise for her right now. I'm just checking. That's the smart guys clapping right there, ain't it, ladies? You don't make some noise now, you're going to hear some on the way home, I tell you that. I don't know a lot about ladies. I've been married for 18 months. I do know the one thing I've learned, women pay attention to details, and you notice it, and you can do a million more things than guys every day, right? Multitasking. Guys, what do we do? 4 things every other year, if we're lucky and we remember about it, right? So this song's a tribute to all you ladies for all the things you can do with the 4 things guys do, thrown in for good measure. Well, I ain't got hips or a birth canal. I don't care about the pattern on a paper towel. I don't remember facts from a fight 10 years ago. I don't freak out when we drive across a bridge or cut the funnies out and put them up on the fridge. But I can kill big old bugs and shovel snow. And I guess that's why I'm not a woman. I guess it is easy to see. I don't buy smelly lotions or show my emotions. I've got ESPN, she's got ESP. Hey! Well, I can't dodge a ticket with a giggle and a wink or look at a man, tell you what he thinks. I don't remember the rest of this song, so let's try that verse again. And I guess that's why I'm not a woman. I guess it is easy to see. I don't eat chocolates with my cat. I never ask if these jeans make my butt look fat. And I guess that's why I'm not a woman. There you go, that's good enough. Thank you for putting up with me on that one. Here's a song I wrote while I was in Australia. Get off me. I call that didgeridoo. That's a hard one. It's an instrumental. Very good. Well, let's see. We had like, what, 8 country music fans? Do we have any more than that now? Did y'all turn a little bit? Did I convert a few of you on that? I like country songs, but I think they need to be more upbeat, don't they? There are so many sad ones right now. I'm listening when I'm driving. I want to kick it up a notch and take it on home. I don't want to be crying, you know? So I'm working on an upbeat country song right here. I'm gonna go downtown and blow my paycheck, 'cause I'm a hard-working redneck and I'm out. Well, my trailer tonight. Gonna slip off my flip-flops, pull on some boots, iron my tank top and brush my tooth, 'cause I'm out of my trailer tonight. Gonna go out in the county, do a big line dance with a big can of chewing tobacco in the back of my pants, 'cause I'm out of my trailer tonight. And if things are going well around 11 o'clock, you probably see me naked on an episode of Cops. I'm out my trailer tonight. There you go. There's a little. I know it's not a real good country song, but boy, it's a short one, ain't it? You know how I can tell it's not a good country song? This might be educational for you folks that don't like country music. The biggest argument I get from people is they can't tell a good one from a bad one. Well, that's easy. Y'all country fans back me up on this. Every good one ever written is going to have one of these things somewhere. That's how you know it's a hit right there. The cool thing is you never crank up any other kind of music and hear that, do you? Never crank up heavy metal. Nothing else has it. And I think it's cool, but I think it sounds like it just got made up by chance one time. Like some guy was playing on stage and somebody scared him. Whoa. Either that or maybe some guy had a big old belt buckle up in front of his britches there. Got a big wedgie in the back from the gravity switching on him all around. He's right in the middle of a song all of a sudden. Anybody got a pull stick? All right. That could be how it started, but I wasn't there. I don't know. I did a little research, and I think the late, great Johnny Cash may have made it up. Any old Johnny Cash fans out there tonight? Great singer, great songwriter. He was so cool, he probably made it up by mistake and just kept on doing it. You know? He's sitting around the house one day going, man, these songs are all right. Oh, I need a little. Maybe he had a burrito and got gas and a burning ring of fire right on the spot. You know? I wasn't there. I don't know. But you guys having a good time so far tonight? Everybody doing good? There's a good crowd. As you know, they're taping these shows and you can pick up them later on the internet. But if you don't have time for that, I've got on the way out a brand new 8-track tape that I'm going to be selling here. They're 85 cents or 3 for $1, however you want to work it out. Chock full of MP3s and screensavers if you can get them out. The converter kit for your computer is $199.50. Got them out in the Isuzu pickup truck. Well, I like to do a lot of fun things on my show. The thing I enjoy more than anything is what I'm getting ready to do is to ask this man over here, the young man, to get up here and help me sing a song. Can you sing for me? Come on, sir. We'll make a lot of room for you there, buddy. How you doing, sir? Come on over here. I won't hurt you. Now, you have to forgive me. I forgot what your name was. Brian. Brian. How about a big round of applause for Brian? Brian didn't know he was sitting in the front row had his privileges, did you, sir? Privileges it is. Well, have you ever sang in front of a bunch of people before, Brian? One time. One time? It hurt so bad you never did it again? Where was that one time at?
Church.
At church? Yeah. I'm not a good singer either. That's why I had to go from Southern Baptist to First Christian Church, you know. They sing good in the Baptist church. I couldn't carry a tune in the bucket, you know. I needed one of those low Latin sounding churches to go to. So that's awesome. You sang once, didn't care for it, but tonight you're going to not only sing for these fine people, you're going to do a couple of dance moves in there as well. How does that sound, Brian? All right. I'm not asking a whole lot, you know, just do a couple there, but I don't let that soak in for a second for y'all, but I want to. Brian, what do you do for a living, sir?
I'm multimedia director for these guys here.
Very good, multimedia director. Well, maybe somebody can download this on an MP3 for you later on and play it back over and over. So very good. Brian, you're probably wondering what the words of the song are, right?
I was dying to.
You're dying to find out. It's a song about being a man. You're proud to be a man, sir?
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah. A lot easier than being a woman, from what I can tell. And they're more forgiving, so that helps out. So this song's about being a man. Whenever I say I'm just a guy, I want you to sing loudly and proudly, guy, I'm just a guy. All right, can you handle that? And all the guys in the crowd, if you want to help them out to get them started, that's fine too. Young men, older men alike. We're going to practice singing a couple times. Ready to go? All right, we're going to practice real quick. Turn this way down so we can hear them vocals you got going on. Come a little closer. We want to actually get you on the TV program here. There you go. I'm just a guy.
Guy.
I'm just a guy. All right, I'll try it with you till you get the hang of it, all right? I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy. Your turn. I'm guy. I'm just a guy. One more time. I'm just a guy.
Guy. I'm just a guy.
You got it. Has he got it? I think he's got it. Yeah. That's pretty quick learning right there.
There's a reason why I'm on the other end of the
Is it really?
thing.
No, I think you're doing fine up here. This might be a whole new thing for you.
Yeah,
Get you on the Banana Showcase Network here. No, they know you better than I do, I guess. Well, that's good. Think of that in your head. Keep that going, all right? I got to talk to them for a second. Later on at the end, I have to say drum solo to get some rhythm so Brian can do some dance moves up here, so all right? So everybody out there, I want you to slap a table, stomp your feet, clap your hands, all right? Make some noise, and when you hear that, I'll count it down from 3 even before you make it easy. When you hear that, Brian, whatever dance moves you remember from back in the old days, all right? It'll be fun. Only a few dance moves, all right? Until they applaud for your effort. That's all I ask, all right? All right, so let's not let all these people down. Here's the good news. We're not going to practice the drumming. We're not going to practice the dancing. We just want to see what you come up with. One last time, though, we're going to sing and practice. And ladies, if he sings and he moves you, I want you to scream and holler like it's the end of a Tony Bennett concert, all right? Here we go. I'm just a guy.
Guy. I'm just a guy.
That's pretty cool, at least, right? All right, here we go. Well, I don't like 5-hour phone calls or spending all day at the shopping malls. I'd rather get mad and punch a hole in the wall. I'm a guy.
Guy. I'm just a guy.
And I never say I love you all that much. When we dine out, you better be Dutch. I can't mend a broken heart, but I can fix your clutch. I'm a guy.
Guy. I'm just a guy.
Yeah, give it up for him a little bit. I'm just a guy, what can I say? I remembered bowling night, but I forgot your birthday. I'm a guy.
Guy. I'm just a guy.
And I've worn the same boxer since last May. I never listen to a single word you say. I don't ask for directions, 'cause I know the way. I'm a guy.
Guy. I'm just a guy.
Go ahead. I left the toilet seat up and you fell in. I took a picture and showed all my friends. Ain't it funny how fast relationships can end? I'm a guy.
Guy. I'm just a guy.
I'm just a guy.
Guy. I'm just a guy.
All right, I'm gonna count down from 3. When I get to 0, big old drum solo. Brian, whatever you got left in the tank, all right? 3, 2, 1, 0, everybody. How about that? That was something else, wasn't it? We were hoping to be something, and daggone it, it was something else altogether. Hey, you guys have been more fun than I possibly thought it could be tonight. Thank you for coming out. My name is Rik Roberts. Have a good one.